That photo is my family. It's my father, my mother, my brother, my sister, and me. My person next to me is my daughter Leslie. She's the youngest of the lot.
But do you remember anything about the old parts of Tiberias? Was that like Ottoman souks? Do you remember anything about that?
You see, the old town, I mean, you know, the very narrow streets, very old houses, and that's the souk of the old town, because there was another one up with the new ones. But the old one was very, how should I say, couleur locale, comme on dit.
You know, sort of picturesque.
Yeah, picturesque. I mean, we used to go and wander around. I mean, there were all sorts of nice shops and everything.
Well, I've always been interested, of course, in the history, you know, like of the family. And, you know, especially we were all, you know, dispersed. You know, I mean, we, being in Lebanon, we didn't have much contact with the family that was then in Israel. Our family, you know, our friends from where, you know, we're from all the different, you know, like communities and religion. We didn't, you know, a lot of Jewish families stayed very much, lived in the Wadi and just frequented Jewish family. But you had similar things happening within the Muslim communities or Christian. We were very different. You know, we had friends from all over. You know, Palestinian, Muslim, Christian, everyone,
Well, I
and
mean,
Armenian.
It depends because of the business of my husband. He had to have contact with all these communities. So at the long run, you become friends with them. They're human beings and they're nice people. So you continue being friends with them. And we had a lot of contacts also with the diplomatic corps. We were friends with them. So we had German, Polish, French, Belgium, you name it. We had friends all the time. So it was nice. The life in Lebanon was very nice. In winter, it was beautiful because you could go and ski in the mountains up there and come and swim in the afternoon, which were at the same day.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen in many countries, things like that.
I just would like to mention that when I was at school there, you know, obviously left when the Civil War started in 75, that was all, you know, French school, you know, Collège Protestant. You were not really ever aware of the different religions. I was only made aware of that when I came to this country, and I was all the time asked where I come from and what my religion is. So, you know, and I think everybody I know, you know, they had like friends from all across. There wasn't that, you know, sectarian, you know, like divide, like you have now.
My name was Hakim, right? Once I was invited to lunch, there was an archbishop near me called Hakim. So I was very astonished. He turned up, he says, "What Hakim are you?" I said, "I am a Jewish Hakim, not a Christian one." What can I tell him?
Because Hakim means doctor, right?
Yes.
Arabic.
Or the wise one. And actually that's an interesting story because
Yeah, let
the
her tell you.
family came from Damascus, and there is just like a story that my father's great aunt used to rot bread.
Very long time ago.
Yeah, used to rot bread to cure venereal diseases, like in the like of army, you know, the Turkish army. So originally the name was Dowek, and then they added Hakim-Dowek. So there's not many people with that name. There's loads of Hakim. There could be of many different religions. Usually
Hakim,
Dowek
but there
is
are
only
Muslim,
Jewish.
Christian.
Yeah.
Taxi drivers were called Hakim. So when they used to know me Hakim, they used to look at me, "You're not a Muslim?" I said, "No, I'm not a Muslim, but I'm still a Hakim."
Yeah.
What can I tell them?